Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think, is that Mark? Is that you? Okay. Hey, Arlo. What's up, girl? I see you down there. Vaughn, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you guys doing? I'm going to go ahead and the links to the stream are located right there in the description of the video. Yeah, I think he had to go. Are located right there in the description of the video, so you can go ahead and click on the links. Hello? Let me turn that music down a little bit. All right, welcome to the Aftermarket. I'm your host, J&J Video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who we got? Is that Christina? I think it's Christina. But welcome to the Aftermarket. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. And this is the Aftermarket, a lounge created by traders for traders to vent about our day in the market and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And most of our discussions are based on the teachings and strategy of Coach Chad W. Christian, who is the owner and CEO and founder of American Dream Trading, which most of us are members of. The cool thing about Coach is he's got over 30 years of market experience, traded in every market condition. So his strategies are proven. A lot of us are using them to make livings. He has created 8 millionaires and over 50 people have retired off of his teaching and strategy. So we welcome ADT members. And if you're not a member of ADT, I suggest hitting the link that is located in the description of this video. There it says ADT referral link. Just click that link and become a part of one of the best trading groups ever invented. Mark McC, how you doing, bud?
Good. Stop
That's
by
awesome.
for a few minutes.
Yeah, I know you said you can't stay long. I appreciate you being here. We've had a crazy day today, huh?
Oh, great day.
Yeah. Well, mine was a little crazier. How'd you do today? You did good?
I did extremely well. I added over 14% to my IRA.
I remember you saying that earlier.
Oh, my mouth.
And you were, see, that's what I like about you. You're disciplined, and you stopped trading after that, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm disciplined, all right. I was today, but that wasn't a week ago. I broke every rule in the book and lost all kinds of money in the process.
Oh my God, the hard lessons we learn, man.
My mouse died. Oh well.
Oh
no, I did.
Yeah,
well.
right. It died.
I did rather well, thanks. I did get in. Ever since I excuse me while I'm trying to switch mice here. After I had that big, humongous loss that really hurt me bad, I finally started listening to Coach after 8 months, 9 months. It's like, but anyway, I'm being more conservative and doing the things I want to do that I know I'm supposed to do. So I am now I am now sticking to these 2-minute EWO because it works so well. I had to quit doing it and doing my own thing a little bit, or combining things that I shouldn't have. So now I'm going back to doing what we were taught to do, the 2-minute EWO. It was a good day. I think anybody could have made money today. You just had to jump into one of them and ride it forever long you could stomach to ride it. So
yeah.
Now,
you know what? And it was so crazy. I was getting a reputation for diamond hands, and I'm slowly but surely chipping away at that the more I get out of these trades. I mean, I sat in that trade from, actually, I have a picture of it here. I sat in that trade from, here it is, from 9:37 this morning. I got into it, and I didn't get out of it until quarter after 10. So almost 40 minutes I sat in that trade.
Wow.
And I jumped in it here right at the 2-minute EW. That's the time that I got into it. And then I got out at 10:13, which is right in there. And you see, look at the EWO. That I got in right at the biggest dip.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got in, as soon as I got out, it started elevating. So I sat through some good stuff. I mean, when it was at its highest point there to the left, I was up like $10. I only paid $23 to get into the trade. I had a 110 strike, and this was when it was sitting at 102 and some change. So I had a 110 strike. I won a few out, and it kept going between 103.91 and like 104.20, I want to say. And then the coach revealed that 104.07 was an extremely hard area for it. And I guess I figured that out just by what I was going through this morning, because it could not seem to stay over 104. It kept going back down into 103.80. And I mean, when it got to this point where it was just the lowest, I said, okay, I'm not going to let this trade go red on me. You know, I was up $10 at one point. So I'm not going to let it go red. So I went on ahead and got out. And as you can see, look at the incline right after that.
Yep.
Literally right after that. And it went up to like 106. And I kept looking back, torturing myself back at my, and coach, yes, I'm owning it. I'm the one that you said is going to say, oh, why did I get out? You know, I stomached all that just to go ahead and get out. And you see where I was, and it kept dipping and dipping and dipping. And when it was at its lowest point is when I got out. So I don't think I was being stupid there, honestly. I think I was just not wanting to let a green trade go red. So I said, listen, if I have to break even, I break it. I'm proud of myself for sitting in all this chop. So, and I thought it was going to continue to go down, but when it didn't, and then it just went up, and then it actually doubled my premium that I had paid. It got up to like 43 and some change at one point, 43, and I paid 23 to get in. So I'm like, damn it, that would have been 100% trade had I just kept my damn hands off the mouse. So
I've heard that phrase somewhere before.
Yeah, you know, it sounds familiar, doesn't
Must have
it?
been on TV commercial or something. I heard that. I don't know.
Oh man, I think I know where you heard it.
Where? Tell me more.
You heard it here
On your
at a.
Oh, that's right. I heard it at American Dream Trading. That's where
I think that's where you heard it.
That's where. Now I know. Oh, that's right. I'm a paid member.
Who do we have in here with us? Is that Ralph?
I go there.
That's me. I
do
thought
go
y'all
there.
wasn't gonna let me in the room. I thought I was shunned away from the show. How y'all doing?
Good.
No. Never that.
Yeah, I got in on.
Thanks for.
Go
ahead, baby.
Sorry. I got
go
in
ahead.
on Meta. I went on Meta. I was waiting. I mean, everything was taken off in the morning. You know, it was crazy. But I told myself I wasn't getting in until 10. I'm waiting until 10 now, just so things slow down. And I don't know if I did that. Let me see here. Yeah, I did. I waited till almost a little bit after 10 actually to get in. And it was still, let's see. I went in on the 2-minute EWO when it must have been 10:04. It was the second bar on Meta there. It hit the green EWO, but it was kind of weak there at the beginning. So anyway, I waited till 10 and then got in on the second high bar there at 10:04, and that's when it took off. And then and then I'd let. If you look at the cloud indicator, I don't know if you probably can't see it on your screen here, but on Meta, after 10 o'clock, the EWO cloud just started growing. And then
Yeah.
big red candle on SPY hit.
Right. I see that. I see that coming down right there,
Yeah,
935.
yeah, and
935. You
I
got a
got
drop.
scared. I didn't really get. Well, I shouldn't say I got scared. I got taught. I let the commentary talk me into getting out.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. At that time, I believe coach was like, "Hold up, what is it doing?" Spy
Yeah,
was
yeah,
acting. Spy
right.
had unusual activity going on. Like,
Yeah.
because
Well,
I'm watching at the time, and I told Don, I was like, "I don't know, this may be just a fake out." I said, "No, it's a pullback. This
yeah.
EWO is too strong. Like
Well,
the
we didn't know.
EWO, the signal that I had was too strong for it to be a reversal." And so,
But you don't
I
know that at
waited.
the time.
You don't know it. You don't know it.
Right,
You don't know
I
right.
it at
got
the
out
time.
of it. I got out of it 2/3 of the way down on the drop. I mean, it sat there. It didn't just suddenly
It did.
reverse. It sat there
No,
and
it sat
fluttered a
for a
little bit
while.
before it went through. And I'm like, I had my finger. I'm like, well, it's above VWAP. The cloud says stay in, but look how fast it drops. So I like click, and I got out of that. So, I mean, I lost a little bit of money, but not. I didn't lose money. I lost some of my gains. And then right after I sold that, then it was what? Let's see, it was 1, 2. Then it went to that chop for 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, about 10, 12 minutes.
That was the trickiest part of the day right there.
Yeah. And then, so I'm like, okay, I'm glad I got out because it's going to reverse, just like Coach said. And it did. There was a little bit of a correction there. And I wanted to preserve my progress. I was in with 10 contracts at that time with Meta. So I made good money. I put, I added 3%. I posted my profits. I had added 3% to my IRA at that point. I was pleased. I was like, all right, I'm done. I got stuff to do. And I got to go later on.
Did it look like that right there? That where I got out at? Was it? Because look how many candles I took there. You know what I mean?
That's the exact.
That's the
exact time.
At 10:36 is when.
Because I think a lot of the stocks look like that, right? This was 10:15, so a lot of the stocks did that same choppy crap.
Well, they all did, yeah.
And I took all of those candles going down, yeah.
So I got out. I was pleased as punch.
So it's like,
3%. That's pretty good. I was happy. But
that's excellent.
Then I was getting ready. I'm like, well, I'm going to go ahead and go outside, get the work done. And then I seen it while I was piddle farting around, posting my profits. It started moving again. I'm like, this was like, what, 20 minutes, half hour, maybe total. And then it started going again. I'm like, well, I'm going to jump back in again, but I'm going to scalp it this time. It's already in EWO where it dipped, but it never stopped. So I got in. I was in with 20 contracts at that point. And I rode that puppy all the way up to the top. I got back in a little bit after about 10 after 11, and I rode that sucker clear up to
the moon.
11:46 is when I got out on that candle. And
wow,
because it turned red a little bit, went outside the trend line that I'd drawn. As soon as I sold it, it went back up again. I'm like, no FOMO here. I did very well. So monetarily and percentage-wise. So it did go up a little bit, but then it wasn't another 15 minutes, then it really started dropping and flattening out. I mean, it did go back up. I see here now later. Kind of kept the same level the rest of the day then. So it did well. No FOMO. I mean, I did well.
Yeah.
The wife was happy. I'm happy. So
nice.
So
I had to be very picky.
All my money back that I thrown in the toilet a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. So I'm not quite there.
I had to be real percent because I didn't have any buying power to get back into AMD. Otherwise, I would have gotten back in it as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. I've done that a lot. Use all my buying power up on something stupid, and then something really good happens, and then you're stuck.
Yeah.
So I other than going against what the EWO said, even though it was still green, it was dropping. And that big knife drop, which, at the time we didn't know. I mean, everything was just going crazy and then dropped. So, it was a smart play overall.
Yeah.
I just jumped back in. You just take care, get out, preserve your profits, and then get re-enter. It's better to get back in if you have to. Unfortunately, the indicator said to stay in. I mean, it really did. Should have never technically, it was above VWAP. It was above the MA 200. The cloud indicator said stay in, but kind of with the commentary and everything was going on at the time, we didn't know that it was going to drop. You know, it wasn't going to stop dropping. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It works.
Right.
But the only thing I didn't do is I did ignore the indicator saying to stay in. So, but I really didn't. It really didn't cost me much because I was only out of the play for 20 or 30 minutes. And it really didn't, the price per share for the option didn't increase. I think it may have went up $1 at the most for the cost of the option. So it was insignificant. I mean, it's a lot of money, but so I did well. And then my little cash account I added. What do with that? I forget how much I grew.
Okay, so I got a black screen up on my thing. Who is this? Who did I let in?
Ralph.
Is that me?
Hey, hello?
Is that me or somebody
No,
else?
I can see Zen.
I got
Hey,
the black.
Zen.
I got the black screen. Ralph is the black screen.
Howdy, y'all.
What's
How are
going
you?
on?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Good.
We're doing well, partner.
Oh, hey, Miss Linda. How Miss Linda eased in here without me
Hey,
seeing
Miss
her?
Linda. Yeah, I waved at her.
What the hell?
Hey, Linda girl. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. Just quiet.
Yep. We did the wave. I know you're quiet. And I was like, hey, I see you. She waved back. She knows how to jump in. How'd you do today, Linda?
Oh, I'm good. I most of my money was tied up for the day, so I had one very small trade. The rest I've got tied up right now, so
Same.
couldn't get on the green wave that much. So anyway,
There
but
will
I'm
be
good.
plenty more.
There's more
Yeah.
every day.
Yes, there
Sometimes
is.
it's a
The
red
market
wave,
isn't
but
going
there's
anywhere.
always some opportunity of some kind.
Oh yeah,
That
there's
was a
another
good day today.
Mhm.
That was an incredible run on SPY, man. I could not believe how that thing was running today.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Jeez.
I mean, looking
So-
back
You
at
got it
SPY,
on
it never
that.
stopped, did it? It kept
Listen.
going.
SPY really surprised me at the top.
To give you an idea, I had a 13-cent contract. I think it was 4, and I bought it right at the open when it was 4.41, and I bought it for 4.46. And I actually did a straddle. I bought calls and I bought puts at 13 cents per contract. That contract ended up reaching $2.50 at one point.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
1,000.
How many contracts did you get?
I only had
Sure.
10. I only had 10 contracts because when I do straddles, I don't do big money. It's my what do you call it? I just bet what I just throw in what I'm willing to lose there, and
Yeah.
that's it. So it was size management there, and I do that once in a while. Today I ended up doing that, and I'm thinking, man, $1,000 would have gotten me over $25,000
Oh yeah.
if I had let $1,000 run. It's crazy. I can't believe it.
Crazy.
One
But
of
you
those.
made out
the only
with the
thing
13.
I made out pretty. I got out. I went up all the way up to about 500%. And then
Wow.
that
Only.
big pullback, it had that pullback in the middle, and that took me out because my stop was kind of high up there, and it took me out. I think at 400% or something like that. So it turned $130 into $600 or something. It
Wow.
was crazy.
Wow. That's nice, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
No, it was so.
Percentage is what grows
That's
your
the kind
account,
of
not
trades I need
dollars.
to be making.
I know.
Because that's the
That's
kind
true.
of money
That's
I'm
true.
playing with. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, well, that's-
account changing money.
And that's what the point I'm trying to make is that even if you just bought like 2 contracts, right? Even if you did a put and a call, 2 contracts right at the open there on a day like today, you would have made at least $150 to $200, on one of those contracts, because if it dumped, you would have made on the put. Since it went up, you would have made on that call, and you would have lost $13 on the put, because the puts were kind of the same. Maybe the put was $16 or whatever it was, but that was the kind of straddle that I did this morning. And my put, I didn't let it go to zero because as soon as I started seeing this thing run, I got rid of the put at 50%. So I lost 50% of the put, but then I made out with that call that it kept going. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It gave me a really nice day. As far as percentage go, that was the biggest percentage that I've ever made
Good job,
on a
dude.
play.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
talking
what
about.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, man. You get the bell on that one.
American
Nice.
Dream
Same
Trading.
to you, Mark.
Link
14% on your
somewhere.
account. You guys made money today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I needed that today.
But it
I
proves
really
that
did.
the rules work. You know what I mean?
Listen.
The rules definitely work. I want to take a minute to shout out everybody who came in today. So far, I see Future Trader down there. I see Arlo, Vaughn. I see Miguel. I see Kurt Cook, Brad James, L&T Motors. Linda, I saw you came in there. Mustang Chris.
You'll be seeing
I see Ralph. I see Vaughn again. Huh?
I was joking. I said you'll be seeing me shortly.
Oh, Vegan Knowledge said I'll be seeing her shortly. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys who are coming in. Danny, I see you down there. Danny Hobbs. Yep. I love it. I want to also address the elephant in the room, and I want to, also make a public apology. Yeah, we got to make a public apology to Coach because, even though I personally don't have anything against Lolo was once a very revered and respected member of ADT, so I didn't see a problem in letting him in. And when he said what he said yesterday, I know it ruffled some feathers, and we see how it affected Coach.
Yeah.
So I knew there might have been a little bit of pushback on that, but when we say that we're in here and we're basically extending this to continue studying Coach's strategies, that's what we mean. None of us that are in here currently are going against Coach's strategies, nor do we, condone it or want anybody up here who's going to go against Coach's strategies, because that's what we do. That's what we talk about. It's ADT, So this isn't ADT. It's not affiliated, but we are ADT members, and we're going off of Coach's teaching. So, I'm sure Lolo didn't mean to get as blown up as it was, but it happened, and Coach was extremely offended. I want to apologize to Coach because I didn't know. So if anybody comes up here and they seem to be going sideways and I'm not familiar, Coach, don't worry about it. We'll shut it down because I don't want you feeling bad about the stream. You know what I mean? We love you, man, and we love your strategies, and we follow you and you only.
Yeah,
So,
there's
real.
thousands of strategies out there.
And obviously,
there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, but his
As a
stuff
group,
obviously
we
works,
are-
and
we
it
are
works
reaffirming
repeatedly.
Coach's strategies.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And because his strategies continuously work, And I even said to Coach this morning, I said, in the past 2 weeks, I haven't had a negative day. I have not lost. I haven't closed a day with a negative dollar. And it's because I've been following the strategies. In the past 2 weeks, the market hasn't really gone up. The first week, it was going down, and I was following the strategies as the market was going down. And then these past few days, the market has been going up, and we're following those strategies. So that stuff works. There's
exactly yes, it does.
And I'm gonna just add one more thing. This morning, I wanted to say something to Coach, and I didn't get a chance, but months ago, I was talking to Jimmy, and I asked him a question. And this was early on when I first started. I think it was back in February. And I asked him, I said, listen, one that made you that much money and that successful in trading. And he told me that the only thing that he ever did was listen to Coach. I mean, he's like, I didn't listen to anybody else. I zoned out everyone else. I didn't watch any videos. I think he said he might have watched the video for 10 minutes or something. And then he moved on, and he just stayed with Coach's strategies and his teaching. And that's what, for me, rang the most true when I spoke to Jimmy. And to this day, I still remember that, is that just listen to this guy. Forget about anything else. Forget about the retracements. Forget about this. that. Forget about all the other crap. Just listen to this guy and pay attention to his rules. That's
That's
it.
it. That's it. Listen,
That's
I want to say that I started talking to Lolo about the other stuff, but I didn't know he was gonna go there. I can't control what people say, but I want
Yeah,
to
I
say
can't
that
control what somebody's. I had no idea he was going to say something like that. You know.
I want to say Lolo made me completely uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man, like I said. I got really uncomfortable right there, and I was gonna address the situation, but the phone went out. You know, and when we was talking about the liquidity and everything, I think I had mentioned it before, and you
I
probably
think
heard
he
me say
made
this.
when I remember when I said, well, I'm gonna follow Coach. That's what I'm doing. I
Yeah,
think that I was feeling that uncomfortability too, and I wanted to put it out there. Well, I'm gonna follow Coach either
but
way. You know what I mean?
this is where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Coach has the strategy put together where you don't need to know none. You don't need to know any of that. And the reason
Yeah.
why I say this is because I had the same conversation. I ain't gonna call no names with another group member. And he was like, well, Coach be bashing the Fibonacci. Dude, you don't need all that. He put the plan together so you don't even need to know that. If you want to know it, you can go and look for it on your, but you don't need, by the time I get there, you're gonna be the Mr. Play. Coach know that. That's why he don't teach it. Only thing it's gonna do is confuse you. That's it.
Yeah.
So why you need to, if you need to know it, go look it up on your own time. But then if you start bringing it up, you're gonna just confuse people, and it's just too much. Follow the strategy, you'll be in there. Liquidity.
That's why I like the fact that I wasn't a part of any group before American Dream Trap. My cup came to him completely empty, other than the fact that I knew how to do an option. That was
I'm
it.
the same way.
Yeah, I learned that off of a dude that wanted to teach me how to do options. You know what I mean? I was not in any group. I had Fibonacci my ass. I had no idea what a Fibonacci nothing was.
Listen, you don't need to know all that.
I still don't know. I don't want to know. I know, but that's only because it was mentioned so many times that I went and looked it up. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, what is this Fibonacci? So, and when I saw it, I said, okay, well, let's see how that can be useful, but not necessary. So, I don't even mess with any of that other stuff. The 2155, the VWAP and the EWO is what
that's
I'm
all
looking
you
for.
need.
And support and resistance levels. That's it.
For real.
And it's interesting because I can see how people get frustrated because, I always get frustrated. I also get frustrated. And I think sometimes we get frustrated and we're like, whatever. And we're going to go look for other things. But, I haven't found anything else. And I've known other creators, I've known other traders, and I've never had any success with anything other than, and I'm talking about everyday success, right? We're talking about, results every day.
To work over and over
continuously, over, repetitive, over and over again. It's not, we were lucky today because the market went green. No, even when the market goes red, we still make money. And I know that Coach sometimes feels that frustration. That's why he gave us all those indicators for TradingView, that cloud. If I had that cloud, and I didn't have that turned on today, and afterwards I'm like, man, I should have had that cloud, because when you looked at that cloud today on SPY, never once it told you to get out. Never. It's like the whole thing is just like lit up.
What'd you say, Mark? Same on Meta, huh?
Yep.
I didn't see any other stock, but I just kept laser focused on SPY this morning.
I picked the wrong day not to play SPY, and the fact that you made that on 13, see, that would be a play I would do. $130 on a payday, I can afford that. Especially if it's doing what that was doing. That's pretty much my top that I should be investing in a trade is $150. That's it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I should never be doing 200, 300, 400 because I can't. That's a huge chunk of what I need to pay. But so 130 to get in, that was perfect for me. And today would have been the perfect day for me to play that. Of course, I have to wait till Thursday, but hopefully SPY will do it again. It does it every other day. Usually on the put side.
It does.
So
SPY does this.
That's what I love about it. You can get $13 contracts. That's what I love about it. And
SPY does this a lot of times, and especially during meetings. During
Yeah.
Fed meetings, because the what I've seen with it is that the contracts that I buy, they're usually $3 or $4 out of the money either way. So it's a straddle, right?
Yeah.
And it's about $3 or $4 out of the money because they're small contracts, and so I can buy 5 or 6 or 10 of them, and I feel comfortable because that's my size, right? And so when it goes on a Fed meeting, either way, it can move $3-4 in a matter of a half an hour to an hour or whatever, and you made that money back and you recovered your opposing contract. And so I
Yeah.
think that's something that I do sometimes, not all the time. But today I happen to do that because whatever, it just happened to pick this day. I've done this in days that SPY goes sideways and I don't make any money. So you gotta, sometimes it's luck.
I have too. Yeah. Yeah. But I need some of that luck to fall my way, because it's like the days I pick, it doesn't do that run, or I'm on the other side of it and I have to get out of it.
Yeah,
But it's okay because I know it's usually me. I just have to be patient
yeah,
and not some trades sometimes. I don't have to trade every day. We don't have to trade every day and take
right.
every trade. So it behooves me to do what Eric Smoto said once and be picky about the trades that I get in.
Yes.
While I'm not cherry picking, I can still hold and kind of wait for some stuff to settle and, watch as the day unfolds and be careful of
And
the setups that I'm getting in.
find the high probability trade.
Right.
The one that
Yeah.
everything lines up to. Patience.
So
Yeah.
what sometimes what I see this, and obviously this is just an opinion. I mean, I just pick up on this stuff. Usually when we have days like today where SPY runs a lot, two things I usually notice. That's me. I notice is this. It's either the next day it's either going to go down or it's going to stay flat.
Yeah.
It's going to be very choppy. So tomorrow is a day to be careful with what you're going to do, and just wait for the proper trade. I would think, because that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm just going to sit and wait for the first half an hour, see what's going to happen, because I don't want to get caught up
That
in
sounds
those.
like a plan.
I don't want to get caught up in those ripples that you get those big candles down, and then the next candle is a huge candle up, and then the next candle is a huge candle down, and when
The
you get caught up in
consolidation
that,
day.
oh, forget it. I can't make.
Yeah.
I'm not able to make money on that.
Exactly.
Right.
Then you had a really good day, and then you come out the next day, and it's one of those type of days, and you end up giving some of it back, and
But if you use the 2-minute EWO, it
You'll
doesn't
be
matter
fine.
what happens to it.
you'll be fine.
You play the EWO. If it
Yep.
does go down tomorrow, you make money when it goes down.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, again, I'm staying. I mean, I was jumping in, shortly after the market opened. Now, I've after my little fiasco there, I've now restricted myself back to new trader territory and staying in, waiting for that 10 o'clock.
Sorry, what fiasco was that? I'm sorry, I must have missed it. What happened? I'm sorry if you're repeating
I
yourself.
threw away about $8,000 on a trade.
Ooh.
That was a couple weeks ago, and
I was about to
that's
say,
a lot. It was a
that
lot of
happened
money.
a couple of weeks ago. All
And
right.
I had
yeah.
hope that it would come back, and it never did. So
Oh man, I'm
it
sorry.
started out with a nice drop. It took like I don't know, $1,500, $1,800, whatever it was, and then I had hope kicked in. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to get out of my loss. It'll probably come back up. Nvidia is what it was, and it never did. And I wrote it, knowing better. You take your loss and you walk away. So, and that really screwed me, because I knew better. I was trained better. I was trained better. I'm in a room with 500 people live every day. I know better. I've been doing this since January, so yeah. Who knows? It wasn't the fact that I lost money. It was the fact, well, it was a lot of money, but it's the fact that I just threw everything that I knew and was trained on in the toilet. You know what I mean? Again, not following the rules will eat your lunch, rip your face off.
It really
So,
was.
but the good news is I've gained, without actually looking, I've gained at least 80% of that back. So,
well, that's great.
That's a good deal.
Maybe
That's
it might
great.
be more than that now, but you know, it wasn't the monetary loss. It was this part. Why did I allow myself to do that? You know.
Yes.
And not following the rules. And
it happened.
You know, it was the psychology, trying to be a fortune teller and all that. Stick with the 2-minute EWO. When it reverses, get out. You know, and I draw trend lines all the time, just so you can just glance at it and see when it breaks the line. And I just so disappointed in myself for doing that. You know, but you know, that was one trade. It doesn't define you. It's a college education. You know,
it's a lesson
you don't get
learned,
the money back. You don't get the money back, but you got the education. But I didn't need the education because I was already trained. I had already taken that class how many times? Every single day. And
but you know you're gonna make it back. So that's the point. Once you learn the skill, you know you're gonna get it back over time.
It's
you know,
still
the
hurts.
value
of time and money, you know, the value of that. That's
true.
That was that kind of money I couldn't trade. Now I lost the value of future trades. So, you know, but you adjust, you move on. You don't let it define you. Just like anything else in life, you shouldn't let one event in your life define who you are, or let other people define who you are. So,
it's the cost you. Again, I think I said it the other day. Again, the Mark Douglas. It's the cost that you pay to see what was going to happen. Isn't that what he said, or something like that? Or that theory. It's the cost.
It wasn't like I'm a new trader that I just joined ADT. I knew better. You know, that's the disappointing thing in myself is that it was something that should never happen to start with. It won't. I'll say it for the 642nd time. It won't happen again.
I was going to say, please, Mr. Mark, I'm trying to make you stop beating yourself up.
Oh, I'm not. I'm over it. I just wanted to verbalize it so you know what. The ignorance.
You feel better after you get
we all do it. I mean, there's not anybody in this room that hasn't done it. You know?
Listen, this is the purpose of this group right here. You feel a lot better once you tell some, because like a lot of people who don't trade, they really don't know. And if you was to tell that to anybody, just a regular person that don't trade, they'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know what I mean?
How could you do that?
Exactly. Well, you know, we understand. We understand the process. You know. Right.
So. It's just, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's 8,000 or 800. You know, if you break the rules and don't follow and do what you're supposed to do, you know, the dollar amount doesn't matter. It's
really
why did you do that? You know, knowing better. So no, I'm good. Believe me, I'm good. I'm a positive guy and I'm happy. Things are going good again because I'm back doing what I know is the right thing to do. You know, we've seen Coach do the same thing. We've seen Coach do the whole same thing, lose more money than we would ever make in 3 years. And
I know, in one trade.
Yeah, and
he doesn't get hung up on it. You know, he just moves on. So that's what it is.
Well, no, that's
part
what I'm saying. You know, I say I lost that amount of money, but to somebody else, it's like, well, you know, I could lose that easy and not even think about it. So
right.
You know, so I try. You know, like I said, I gave myself that timeout for a couple of days, and I jumped back in. I don't let it define me. But that's the first time I really forced myself to take a timeout. So
I want to bring attention to that too, because after I take a over 3% loss, well, once I hit 3%, I go ahead and close it. I shut it down for the day. But if it's just happening back to back, I step away for a while. You know. And
I've never really done that per se. This was because of the amount of money, the percentage of money that I lost, and just how disappointed I was at the time in myself. That's why I did that. And it was a good thing to do too. It really was. Took that pressure off. I mean, it still was there, but as soon as I come back Monday, start making money again. So, you know,
Yeah.
that'll
Mark said,
cure
"Hell with
any
that."
ill. That'll cure any ill when the red starts to turn green. You know.
Yeah.
So
See,
yeah,
that's
it's,
what I wanted to avoid today. I'm like, there's no way. I've had too many horror stories with that. So it's like, and I also fault myself for not being familiar with that level on AMD. So I would have
Mhm.
probably known better. But it takes time to learn a stock, and I'm just getting getting it into my head just how valid those support and resistance levels are.
Stop
So
putting it on other stuff.
I'm
We
gonna
know
give
what the reason was, Don. Why was you on the 30-second chart?
I said it earlier. That's some BS, right?
Why the hell was you on the
Yeah, man.
30-second chart, Don?
You can't go there. Don't go there.
Because I'm crazy.
that's another reason you should only
My
trade.
mind works so fast that it's like it
Wow.
needs to be on something fast like that. I gotta slow it the frick down.
Right.
Yeah, you should. You
It's
shouldn't.
like it needs to be on the 2-minute or 3 or 5-minute period.
Yeah.
You should trade
Yes.
stocks that you don't know their levels of resistance and support ahead of time. I've found that out also. So
Yeah, that's true
Yeah.
too.
decide you're gonna like. I decided I see Nvidia. I decided I wanted to give that a shot. So I took the time and started with a clean chart, and went back. I went back quite a ways and charted because it's volatile. And then I started trading, and I was like, wow, hey, this works. And I did.
No.
Yeah.
So I won't. I don't do call outs anymore. I'm staying away from it. Now, if it's one that I'm familiar with, I'll take a look at it. But I'm not going to just trade, XYZ Corporation because somebody calls it out and I have no idea
Right.
Exactly. Yes.
where's the level of support
Yeah.
at,
Yeah.
So I'm not
Yeah,
going to do that.
since you bring that up, the hot stock been coming up a lot up in the Zoom.
Yeah.
Right? The hot stock always comes up. The hot
Yeah.
stock is always going to be a company that you don't know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that right there should send a signal that I need to trade with caution. And I heard somebody, I think they was talking about holding. I got bits and pieces because I be in and out of the room with my dad and everything. Guys, you don't invest in hot stocks. I mean,
Right.
what I mean is that's a trade, okay?
It's a scalp.
Yes.
It's scalping.
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
You trade on
It's a
the
little different. Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
different.
trade on
You gotta
VWAP.
stay on top of it.
Right.
You got to
Yes.
stay on
You trade
top
on
of it.
VWAP and you keep your finger on the mouse. That's it.
Yes.
All right, guys, I got
Hey,
to go.
Miranda.
I got to get going. I'll
right.
see y'all in the 4 a.m. or whatever.
In the
Get
AM.
around.
Hey, I might be up in the AM. I slept through my session today because of Dawn and J&J, and I got so many different vegan shows that I'm going to now that it's hard for me to keep a schedule. Like,
You go ahead and go,
Don't blame
vegan.
us.
I'm sticking with my hamburgers.
That vegan life not working for you?
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, Mark.
Right.
Thanks for hanging out with us, bud. Miranda,
Later,
hey
bud.
girl, I see you down in the chat. How are you, baby? Thanks again for the Cash App yesterday. Guys, if you want to support the stream, the Cash App is right down there in the link. It is much appreciated. It helps keep the restream and keep everything going. So I appreciate it.
Oop, I gotta go.
We got somebody else coming in. Is that Linda? Did she follow? Zen, you leaving too?
No, you were talking about Cash App, so I gotta go.
Uh-oh. No!
I'm joking.
Yeah, I try not to say that too much. I like to put it out there because it always helps, But yeah, I'm not one of those people that like to beat people down about that. If you find value in what we're talking about in the stream, then it'll be there. You know what I mean? So, but I appreciate everything that comes through there. Trust and believe.
Of course.
It's food on the table, baby.
That's right.
Linda, what's
right.
happening? You falling in and out of the stream? You know what? Speaking of that,
Oh, you
speaking
got no
of
audio.
American Dream
Linda, I
Trading-
can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear you, Linda. What's up, Bruno? Bruno's coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the flying stew.
Hey, Flying Stu, what's up, bud?
What's up? What's up?
Oh,
What's
there he
going
is.
on?
Hey, what's happening?
How was your day?
How are you doing?
Y'all talking to me?
Were you in AMD
Yeah, we're
today?
talking to
ask you
one
that?
and only
Yeah, we're
Bruno.
talking to you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was
You
in
talking to
AMD.
me? So listen,
I'm just
look, I'm going to show this to you. We talked about this right before I left out of the stream, but I don't think you were in here when I put this picture up. So let me show
no, I
you
was still
when
trying
I
to
got
shut
in.
down. I was trying to shut down the other Zoom or
The
the
other
other.
Zoom was still going.
All
I
right, so
thought
check this
that's why.
out. I know.
No.
So check this out, Bruno. I got in at 9:37 and got out at 10:13. So I was in it for a good half hour, almost 40 minutes. And right at that lowest point is where it finally chickened out. I went through all of that chop in the beginning because I got in on the third candle. I didn't do the second. I got in right between the second and third candle is when I got in because I got in at 9:37. So, you got 9:30, 9:32, 9:36. I got in at between 9:36 and 9:38. Just that extra oomph, you know what I mean? And immediately you could see it started doing the chop, but then it went up and I had made $10 when it was up at its height. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I made the right move. I'm staying in this. But then it started dip. And I got out right there at like its lowest point right there. At 10:13 is when I got out. And then right after that, look at that freaking incline, dude. I'm like, no freaking way. The $23 premium that I got doubled. And why I kept going back to look at it, I don't know. But I remember seeing it go to 27, then 30. Then it was up to 43. I'm like, wait, dude. But again, Coach said it. Ralph just said it. I was in the 30-second time frame, knowing damn well I didn't need to be watching all of that. So that's the last thing I'm going to say about it because I know you guys are tired of hearing about it. But I want you to know I was serious about AMD. I am watching it. I'm watching the levels. I have it in my mind now where those levels are from today. And I remember hearing Coach say that 104.07 is a huge critical level because I was watching it. 103.87, 103.90, 104.10, you know what I mean? And then back to 103.80, then up to 104.20. But it took a while before it got back up in those 20s. But yeah. But I know you had said, and I saw it go up to 111 the one day, so I knew it had plenty of room to go. So, and you said 118, so I'm like, Jesus, okay. But I'm gonna hang out in AMD for a little bit.
Yeah, we just got to remember not to guess the top or the bottom. So
yes,
just play whatever it gives you.
Yeah,
and the rest is history.
That what you just said, I struggled with hard when I first started trading. I used to be like, it can't go no higher, it can't go no lower. I gotta turn it on right here. I stopped doing that and started seeing success.
Yeah, the minute you start saying that to yourself, oh, it's gonna go higher, then you're gonna stay in trades longer when you should have got out when it was going the opposite direction.
I've done that.
Just use the tools that you got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once you jump in, you think this is the bottom, and then you get your face just ripped to pieces.
Linda, are you okay? Is your internet okay?
But
you want to test your mic? Are you all right?
You can't hear.
It was some sort of news that came out that made the pop off today, right at like 10 o'clock. I believe it was a jobs report or something. Lee had called it out.
It was a jobs report that came out.
Okay.
Yes.
And it was good news for the market. I don't know if it was good jobs reports or not, but it was good news for the market.
It was good news. I'm telling you, it was like I was sitting there watching, and I was thinking what I was trading was gonna drop, and I was just waiting on the signal to come up. The candle's kind of far away, so I'm hearing Coach call out Tesla. So I think I had got like 2 shares of TSLL while I'm waiting, and all of a sudden I had like the little symbol that I put up the tool where you put your trade together and see how far it is. It's like a tool on TradingView that you use, like the green and the red, whatever. I had that up set up for a short tool or whatever. Man, that thing jumped up soon as that news came out, and like it zoomed to the resistance point, and then it just stopped. Like, I mean, for real, like it went up the chart. I was like, God damn, you know. I was like, God damn, that thing jumped. Like, soon as Lee was like, yeah, the jobs report, I looked back and I saw it like going up fast. That shit was like an airplane taking off or something. And then it just stopped right there. And then I could hear all, the talking, and I was like, man, now I don't know whether to short this thing or go long. So I stopped looking at it and started managing the Tesla or whatever, the TSLL. And I was telling Don, I was like, man, I think this is a pullback. I was like, I got the signal, but I done seen news days where the shoot right there and then start back dropping and continue on like the day that has been going on. And I was like, nah. I told Don, I said, man, this signal too strong. It's just a pullback. And I waited on the pullback, and then like the third candle came, and I said, oh, I'm in it. I'm in there. That's it. That's all I needed. The third candle, and then it was like one of them, what's the candle formation whenever you have like a red down candle, and then you have like a plus, a doji candle, and then you have the green candle. What that is? Evening star, morning star. What that is? Shooting
evening
star.
I think it's I think that might be an evening star.
When I saw that, I hit the button. Boom! That's the sound that it make. I was in the trade now. I said, I don't care. I don't care what it do. It's the EWO. And then I like waited a little while, and then it kind of started going up. And then I set that trailing stop, and I didn't touch it anymore. And it stopped me out, I think, at about 2:00 this evening. Maybe like an hour before the market closed. It stopped me out. I was like, damn, that was a long trade.
Hey, Zen, did you find the candlestick book on an audio book or something? I remember you were trying to tell me that once before.
I think they got the candlestick Bible, but I don't think they have the 14 candles. What do they have the 14 candlesticks on?
I have not found that.
I think it's on the Kindle. Is it on the Kindle? You can get it
on
for the
Kindle, and you can have her read it. Yeah,
okay.
you can have her read it to you on Kindle. But it sounds so robotic, and it's like a bunch of run-on sentences that it's like it's hard to follow.
Yeah, I don't like that. When I listen to an audio book, Christina. I'm like, yeah. What, Christina? What you doing? Driving right now? Driving and trading? You know she loves the aftermarket.
How did you know?
And I ain't talking about the show. I'm talking about trading aftermarket.
Can you hear me? What?
I said you know she like the aftermarket.
What's going on?
Christina, what you doing? Going to get some blue tarps?
Both of you talking at one time. I can't understand.
Turn your YouTube off.
Can't hear shit. Sorry. Not getting the phone on. I'm trying to drive. I'm late. So hi.
Hi.
I love Christina. I ain't gonna lie. She's just.
I know, right?
Can you hear me?
But it's weird. I can't see her. I
can hear you,
but I can't see you.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay.
She probably dropped.
I'm glad you told me.
She probably dropped the phone on the floorboard.
I know. I'm trying to. I can't. You know what? I got my other phone up on the thing for my direct. I'm trying. How do you know I'm about to? Can you see me?
No, I can't see you.
Well, how do you know I'm about to drop the phone on the floor?
I say you must have dropped it on the floor.
Oh no! I got it. It was falling all over the place. So I was trying to put it in a thing because my other one's up on the thing. And yeah.
So how much money did you make today?
I haven't put it all together yet, but I got what I added up. It looked like around 1,800.
Nice.
Balling.
Yeah. Just on that one stock, that AX, whatever it was, I made a little over 1,000 on just that one.
Wait a minute. I think I might still be in that.
Actually, it was up, even aftermarket. It was
I forgot all about that.
I sold out at 52 cents, I think.
AXLA?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Or is there a V in it? I don't know.
Holy shit.
What's it at now?
I made $1 on it.
Hey, that's what's
Well,
up.
I
listen.
put $3 in that. So
Did
it
you
was
really?
for me to
Done.
profit $1. Yeah, I just did
Dollar
that.
$0.10
bill, yo.
better.
That's it.
That's more
Exactly.
than the base hit. That's a
Like
home
something
run.
30 something cents. So hell yeah.
Hold on. You put $3
What's the-
in
what's
and
the
you
like
made $1.
percentage wise, hold on.
What's the price at
That's
now?
a 30% profit.
It's at 48 cents.
Oh, good.
That's
Okay.
a 30%
I'm glad.
profit. If you put $3.
Yeah, it's 27%
Damn,
profit
that's
right
yeah,
now.
that's it.
That's what I was about to say.
33%. No, 33%.
Own
Right?
shares, okay? Who said
Yeah,
you
you
can't
made
make
that.
money off
That's
shares?
awesome.
Who said
Nice.
Good for you.
Who
That's
said it?
awesome. See, so you made more than me. That
Obviously.
means because in percentage wise, I think mine was like
Technically.
9%. So you made
Mhm,
30%.
mhm.
Wow.
More than me. Yep. See that?
See, now for new people in here, have we done
That's a
that and I
lesson.
had the kind of money that she put in, 27% would be huge. You know what I mean? If
Oh
I
my
had
God.
put $2,000 in that would have been a
Ugh.
couple $100. It's the percentages that's important, not the dollar amount. And
Oh,
I
man.
heard
mechanics.
Mr. Mark say that
I would have been so happy.
5 times today.
I thought today was
Percentages
the
is
day.
what you
Today
go
was supposed to
off
be
of.
the day. I thought it was going to happen today. The day. Today's the day. And then that stock turned around on me. I'm like,
That you're gonna hit the million?
Huh? What?
So hit the million? To get on track to the million?
Yes. Today was supposed to be the day.
You
I
were
was going to, at the
manifesting.
end of the day,
Yeah,
I was
know
going to
what
be
you're talking
rich.
about.
I was going to be a sugar mama.
Mhm.
Something. I don't know. It's going to be
But
something.
you know what?
That's all right. Tomorrow's another day.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
right.
That's
I'll do
right.
it again tomorrow. If they let me. I don't know. I traded the shit out of my Fidelity account because I'm switching out of there. And so I just kept trading. I had good faith violation. They kept warning me, you've got this many. But then it said I only had one. You've got this many. Da, da, da. I kept on continue. I didn't care. I kept trading. I'm getting out of that one. Fidelity, they suck for day trading. I mean, it's great investment plays. Buddy, what are you stepping on your brakes for? Sorry.
Is that the Tesla spokesperson we got? Hold up. Elon sent us somebody I want to introduce. I'm sorry, Christina, but this is
Oh, it's fine. That's okay. I was just
we got
yelling at
a
people in the
big
cars
deal.
next to
Just
me.
hit the room, okay? You know, I just got a email from Elon. He said he's sending somebody over here to talk to the aftermarket about
Elon
investing
Musk.
with Tesla.
Elon
Yeah,
Musk sent you
Elon
a
Musk.
message?
Yeah, he sent me a message.
Nice.
He said we got somebody coming over to the aftermarket
Nice. Is it me?
to talk
Was it me?
about Tesla. No, it wasn't you.
Is
Hold
he
on,
sending me?
let me see if he can hear us.
All right.
Ted, go ahead, Ted.
Is that
Is this
Ted?
thing on?
It's Ted.
This,
Oh, that's
okay.
right.
Yep.
He's the fanboy.
Welcome.
Ted. Fanboy and his biker shorts, his little tidy biker shorts. Right?
Nice.
What's going on,
Welcome,
Ted?
bud.
You guys, I might run out of
Hello.
gas on this ride. I totally forgot to do
Don't
that.
run out of
Hello.
gas.
I might. I forgot.
Wow, you
Don't
have to
do
go
it.
through a lot to be able to like broadcast on this thing. I've never done this before.
Oh,
Never?
Not a
yeah.
lot,
Sometimes it's a
Ted.
lot.
Cut it out. It wasn't a lot.
Oh, man. I think I got bit by a
You just
spider.
click a couple of buttons, Ted.
That's all. Next time you come, you're just gonna have to click a couple buttons.
It's so much easier. It's a couple
It
clicks.
may have
It's a couple
been a
clicks.
lot.
Everybody's got
So
black
what's going
streaks. I don't
on
see
with you,
anybody.
sir? How'd you do today?
I had a great day. Yeah.
It was wonderful, wasn't it?
Probably one of the best days I've ever had.
That's what we hear. A lot of people are saying
Wow.
that. You
It
know,
was a
Sin blew up and Mark
Nice.
McStee did well, and you know what I mean? That's
But
awesome.
think about it. Another thing
Christina?
that I hear from people in the group who've been here for a while, like it's hard to beat that best day. The best
Yeah.
day you ever had. It's, hey, coach be like, is this the best day you ever had? Be like, look, it's in the run up for like number 2,
Right.
number 3. Like it's hard to beat that best day.
But never stop trying.
Well, and you know, when somebody was asking, you know, how Jimmy kept on making more and more money, it's just he just kept on raising the stakes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy explained it one time. He was like, you know, when you start from 25K and all of a sudden your account is 100K, psychologically he kind of felt that the 75K was house money.
Right? 25 seems like nothing.
Yeah, so he'd take
Yeah.
that 75K and make bigger bets, and then he'd get bigger payoffs, and suddenly, again, he still feels like he's playing with house money, and it just gave him more and more confidence.
Right.
That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, but boy, I think I'm getting close. I mean, today was not a good day to bet against the market. That was the weird thing about today is, and Bruno, you experienced it, I experienced it. Thinking that the market was going to go down in a cycle, it never did. It never really did in a big way.
Yeah.
At least in the stocks I was playing. Like I tried to bet against Nvidia, but I had a tighter stop. But still, it didn't go down very long. I think there's just a lot of money come from the outside.
Yeah, I just wanted to treat it like more like a scalp than anything.
But boy, that AMD eventually did what you predicted it was going to be, and isn't that always the way you?
It always is.
know it's going to behave a certain way. It just doesn't do it when you want it to.
Exactly.
And Coach, we saw that with Coach too. He was trying to predict you. I think when I just joined, you said it's really hard to predict the tops. It's hard to predict the bottoms. Even Coach sometimes can get fooled by a head fake and there's always somebody on the other end, right, with their mouse making different decisions.
Yeah.
That are going to impact you. So this isn't an exact science. If it were, we wouldn't be doing this.
Exactly. We'd all be millionaires. Would have all been there by now.
Yeah, but then we'd all be millionaires, and then everything would cost you millions of dollars.
Right.
Nice car, Christina.
What's that?
Nice car.
Thank you. It's a Jeep. I drive a Jeep. It's my second Jeep. I like this one better. It's a 17.
We got to talk about that. We got to talk about that hat, though.
Aha! That's right.
Nah.
That's right. I'm not as big of a fan anymore that Tom Brady's not there. So, but they used to practice right down the street from my house.
Is that the Patriots?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm from. So, yeah, they used to practice at the college down the street from my house where I grew up. And then Tom Brady came in. I was actually mad when he came in because I thought Drew Bledsoe got screwed over, and then I fell in love with Tom. He was so good. And he was just so good. He
just took right over, dude.
He's good.
See, good. You can't get injured. You can't get injured. Somebody will take your job.
That's right. That's what happened. Oh shit.
That's like Lamar Jackson in Baltimore with Joe Flacco. When Joe Flacco started, and then Lamar stepped in there and just next thing you know, out the door with Flacco.
I feel the same way about Tom Brady as I feel about LeBron James. Is there's a certain point where you can't hate a person because they're so good, right? How can you hate on LeBron, or how can you hate on Tom?
And they get a lot.
You have to admire their excellence, right?
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way about Coach, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Coach gets the hate he gets.
Yes, I feel the same way about
Coach. Leagues and all that, and everybody hated the Patriots, so they just ragged on me all the time. And I'm like, I'm not out there fucking playing. Look, it's where I'm from. What, you want me to hate on you because of your team? Who cares? You know what? Like, who cares? Like who you want. That's
people get passionate about their sports teams, like the Steelers. Oh my God! Like my wife, she was a Steelers hater.
I mean, I get passionate, but I don't hate on somebody because they have a different person. Yeah. Everybody, it's America. Do what you want. Just don't push it on me. That's it. Do whatever you want.
Yep.
I don't care. That's it. Just don't push it on me. If I don't want nothing to do with it, don't push it on me. But you can do whatever you want. I don't care. It's not my business. So, whoa. Freaking people drive like crap around here. Can't stand it.
Yeah, people that don't pay attention to the road are nuts.
It's awful. Colorado is just a huge melting pot. We've got 1 million people from Texas, California, and they try to get out and drive in the snow, and they can't do it. And just everybody from everywhere, and it's just horrible.
Is it snow year round in Colorado?
I admit it. I'm such an asshole on the road. Like, I will take the lane all the way down and then cut everybody off. I don't know why everybody
I
doesn't
know
do
I've
that.
done that. I've done that. I was a bad girl driver. That's why, you know what I mean? I feel like this has happened on purpose because I would do shit like that.
No.
TJ trying to come in the group, Don.
TJ, where's he at?
Yeah.
Let's see.
TJ Hooker.
Christina, the only thing wrong with your car is it uses gasoline.
Yeah, I like gasoline.
Right.
I don't want to get stuck down the street with my
Uh-oh.
house with my
I
battery
don't see
dead.
him.
Nah.
If only there was
Nana's
a
not
car
here.
that you could get that didn't require gasoline.
I
Hey,
would drive
Christina,
a
don't
Hummer.
let him
I
don't
would
let him
drive a
push you
Hummer
around.
I
Don't
would
let him
drive
push
a
you
big
around with the
old, like,
gasoline
crush
talk.
truck. I would drive around and
What?
crush people. I love big trucks, big
Hold up.
tires. Yeah.
What Nana? I hope Nana's not here.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care.
I don't see
I
TJ.
tell everybody, I don't have a little
TJ,
girl. I like a
TJ,
big truck. I have to
TJ
climb
said he
up. I have to
trying. I
jump
didn't
down.
believe that. I know TJ scared to click the button. He's scared
Yeah,
to
I
click the
don't
button.
see you in the backstage, TJ.
He's scared to
want
click the
to
button.
You know how
TJ,
to
no,
because you've already been here.
you're not gonna get hacked, TJ. Stop it.
You've already been in here. Did you get hacked? Did
Yes,
anything
it's a,
happen to your
Please, you
personal
probably
account?
already
it's a
have.
safe link,
Already been in
TJ.
here.
Don't
He
be
was
so
on the
scared.
stage
Don't
for
be scared.
hours the other day, so
Don't
Yes.
so nothing
be scared.
happened.
Live a little, TJ. Hey, what's life without getting hacked at least once? Come on. Right? Live a
Oh
little.
God, this girl is so.
Live a little. I've been hacked several
There'll be no
times.
hackage. There'll be no hackage, even though Hackers is like my favorite movie. There'll be no hackage.
My bank
tonight.
account got hacked a couple times, but you know it happened.
It does happen.
No, I don't see him back there.
He
But
said
yeah.
he said he's good. He's good.
All right. Well, thank you for coming and hanging out with us in
Yeah,
any
TJ.
event.
He made an attempt.
Oh, I think maybe.
I think he needs to click on the link. Tell him to click on the link.
That's
I think he came. He's backstage. I think that's him backstage.
That's me.
TJ, is that you?
He has a fear of clicking links, Ted. We're not gonna bully him. We don't do that here.
Yeah, Christina's camera was going crazy there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It went in and out. I don't know why.
Oh, we know you. We know you knew.
Huh? Well,
It's the hat.
The hat.
It's the hat.
After a hat day.
And the tattoo.
Rolled
What
out
is
of
it?
bed, you know?
What's the tattoo signify there, Christina?
I got a bunch of them. I got my granddaughter's feet prints, like her, from her footprints, her name. I've got my dad's dog tags on the rosary beads. I've got an owl, because I'm trying to get wise with all my shit life, the shit things in my life. I've got roses up here with each of my kids' name in them, and I still got to get the rest filled in. I got to get the breast cancer tattoo because I'm a survivor. I'm getting my mom, my mom on there. I just haven't finished yet.
You're gonna go for the full sleeve?
Oh yeah, it's
Right
almost there. It's almost there.
I think I'm gonna get a sleeve too.
I'm thinking
because I got a whole bunch of
the
stuff
other
that I
arm now
want on
too.
my arms.
I might hit up the other
And I'm
arm.
a drummer. I should have hats on my arms.
My kid, my oldest son is covered from like here all the way to his toes, like to his feet. And my youngest son, he's covered now too, and he even got a net. And my daughter's got them everywhere. Like it's just I don't know. We just like them. So
I think I'm gonna get Princess Symbol as one of them
Princess
too.
Symbol?
I'm gonna get my wife's name. I'm gonna get Princess Symbol. I'm gonna get some drum. I'm thinking about getting drumsticks.
you can put
Like
a symbol.
on my
You could
forearm.
just make up a symbol and say this is for the girl formerly known as Dawn.
Or you could get a purple banana, right?
A purple banana.
Right.
What's a purple
Yeah.
banana?
The song "Let's Go Crazy."
Purple banana?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You listen to the lyrics.
Are we gonna let?
Oh, I guess I have to think about the words. Yeah.
The purple banana.
Shout out to Willie Cook. Welcome. I think that's the only
Actually,
name I haven't called.
We
that
talked about that. That's a religious song.
We did.
Is it really?
Yeah, don't go down the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
elevator's going to take you
It's
down.
going to break us down. Oh, no, let's go.
I think I have a couch
which
just
it represents
like yours.
the devil.
I have a
I grew
couch.
up in-
And how crazy is it that they found him in an elevator? I think he was making a statement by going to the elevator.
Oh, wow.
Because he knew he was dying. So
I
I
never
think
made
he
that
was.
connection.
I think he made sure that he was in that elevator because he was saying this drug I've allowed to come in and take me down. The drug represented the devil.
He was on.
It's got me.
It was fentanyl.
And I'm gone now because of that.
He was fentanyl overdose, right? Just like Michael Jackson too, right? Yeah.
Michael Jackson didn't do a fentanyl overdose. He did something else. It's a sleeping
There's
drug,
an
but I forget the name
overprescription
of his.
of a sleeping pill. Yeah.
Yeah, his doctor was giving him
Yeah.
way too much or something. Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that day. I remember
Doctor
that.
was so screwed up.
But I do, Ted. I think he was sending a message by making sure that he was in that elevator.
Probably.
Who knows?
I went to Paisley Park in 2018, and they have it all sealed off where his body was found. That whole elevator section there was like, they had drywall around.
Do you think
it.
they're gonna make a museum out of it, or?
They did make a museum out of it.
Nice.
So they take you into Studio A, Studio B, where a lot of Purple Rain was made.
Right.
They take you into his soundstage. You can see his cars. They take you into his nightclub.
Wow.
That was there. Yeah. You can kind of chill and eat food from out of the, that he would eat. And then there's a store in there where you can buy merchandise as well. So yeah, it was a pretty awesome tour.
Hey, you guys know where I hung out one night? I know Haight Ashbury, right?
Yeah, San Francisco. I'm right nearby there.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was down there one year. I went down there in the summer, right during the gay parade too. When I was in the Castro district, I had a blast. I went to an overnight rave and stuff, and then I was at the bar, and then the guys I was with, they got completely hammered, and we're walking out of the bar, and this guy right at Haight Ashbury, right at the corner, this guy jumps out of the doorway, and he's like, "Hits, I got hits," and these guys are like, "Yeah," I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, that's typical Haight Ashbury, right there." Yeah. Grateful Dead.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Speaking of Prince, I'm sure I can't make a prediction here, but I'm sure that Don loves Janelle Monáe.
Who?
Janelle Monáe.
Is she
Have
the
you
one
ever heard of
from,
her?
No.
You know her. She's a singer.
No.
So she did this song called "Make Me Feel," and it was right after Prince died. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's so horrible." She's copying Prince. It sounds just like Prince would have done this song.
Oh.
Have you ever heard
But
that
I thought
song?
it was a tribute to her, to Prince.
It turns out that he consulted with her before he died.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So
because
that name does sound familiar, and I probably ran across it on YouTube.
Listen to it. Let me see if it plays here. Can I do that?
She did the performance and was dressed like him.
Can you hear me?
No, I'm probably going to get a copyright strike. So yeah, unfortunately we can't play it because then I'm going to have to take the stream down.
Oh really?
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
That's so stupid, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know.
Rules are stupid.
It is what it is.
Hey, rules are not stupid. You better
Not
follow
all
coach's
rules. Stupid rules are stupid, though.
You don't follow them.
I feel like if you put the link to it in the stream and give them credit, I feel like we should be allowed to do it. But YouTube's fine.
Well, you know what I'll do is I'll put it in the chat and people can look at it at their own leisure. How's that?
Want me to play my son's song?
I don't know that YouTube is going to allow you to.
They don't let you do that either.
Yeah.
You may get flagged if he plays.
No, I'm putting a link into YouTube.
Yeah.
So TJ, listen, I know this will change the subject, but what happened with that trade, TJ? You know, the one that halted up for the day. What you end up?
Oh, well, first of all, I wasn't afraid today because you guys are my family, and I'm not afraid to join you guys. I just technologically couldn't handle the buttons, so I'm gonna bust on myself. I don't know. I was sitting here like trying to figure out how to turn the mic on. I'm like, I don't know what the hell. I don't use YouTube and Facebook. I never even had. I was in IT forever, and I never even had a Facebook account. So. But I'm here. I figured it out. Bruno gave me the wrong address. Bruno gave me some weird ass address. Okay, this is what happened. So I wrote it up. I was pretty happy. I was sitting on about $800. Yes, on shares. No options.
Nice.
I got out. I took my money. It started a sideways channel. I said, okay, let me play with this channel. I'll admit right here, I forgot that it was now a $6 stock and no longer a $1.50 stock. But so my brain, I was playing with a little bit too big of shares. So I sold 100, bought 100, sold 100, bought 200, sold 200, bought 100, sold 100. I was making like $5 or $10 on each trade, and then I'll admit, I don't know how to admit it, but I will admit it. I bought 500. and that made me
Wow.
so that gave me a total of 1,000. So now I had 1,000 shares, and I intentionally I did it on purpose. I bought 5. I had stops at 100, 200, 200, and 500. So I had all those stops in. Well, I wanted to. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why, but I decided for whatever dumb reason to combine or to break it down to 3, 3, 3, and 1. I don't know why. I can't tell you why I did it. But anyway, for whatever reason, as soon as I clicked that right click on that on the 500, it fell out of the sky. So as soon as I went to reset my stop, so I had a stop in, I cleared the stop, I right clicked it to add the stop back in, split in half.
And it
So
dropped already.
and then it fell out of the sky and halted on me
Oh,
right
I hate
that
when that
second.
happens.
And I'm like, so I didn't know if, so I'm still in it. I still got 1,000 shares.
But the stop took though, right? If the
No, it's
stop.
after. No, it rode all the way to
Oh yeah, it's
post
after
market.
hours.
It was halted all the way to 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, it halted with a price. So they gave it a price at 4 o'clock. So
I wonder what's
that's all
gonna
I know.
happen though.
All I know
Like,
is in the morning, it either pre-market at 4 in the morning, it'll open up and people go crazy over it. It might go up, it might go down, or at the actual open, it might go up, go down, or they might delist it, or who knows what happens. So it's kind
has
of a bad.
anybody else had this problem? Like, is it gonna reopen at 3 or is it gonna reopen at 8? Like
Yeah, there's at
9:30?
least a half a
That's what I
dozen
want to
people
know.
holding it right now, just from the group.
I don't know how you're so calm. I would have lost my shit.
Well, you know, I got in the trade. I knew what I was doing. I admittedly, right now it's down $400, and if it goes out 400, then I'm still up 400 for the day.
Right.
So
That's the reason why he's calm right there.
yeah, I was up 800, and then I was like, okay, let me play around with a 500. Let me play around with. I did not mean to do 500. The mistake was this. I was playing with Weeble, and I flipped over to the. I don't ever use that other trade widget. I just use the main trade widget, not the quick buy one. I don't know what it's called now. I logged out, so I don't remember what it's called. But
yeah, I use the regular one. I don't use the I think they
flash
changed the
trade
name
or
to
whatever.
Turbo or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's flash trade. So what happens? I'm over in flash trade, and I'm like, hey, this might be faster. Buy 100, sell 100. Buy 100, sell 100. And I was playing with buy it ask and sell it bid, because when you're doing channel trading, that gives you a few extra pennies. Again,
Right.
so I'm just hanging out, and that's when I hit the 500. I was like, oops, I better get out of this. Right click, exit. You know, hold on, let me put a stop. Boom, fell out of the sky. So just.
So in other words, if it wouldn't have never halted, you would have been good today.
Oh, if it had never halted, I would have sold out. You know, up there, like yeah. So it's all right. It'll do whatever it's gonna do. I took the risk. I'll be in it in the morning. We'll see what happens. I don't know what else. There ain't nothing else I can do about it, right?
Every time a stock halts, if I'm in it, I'm fine. But like, if it starts to halt, I just automatically I'm not going to that one anymore. Like,
Well, it only halted one time. It halted
I know
one
that.
time at 12:20, and it never unhalted.
It never unhalted. Yeah. Them halts, man.
And I'm afraid, like in the middle of the night, you know, in the 4:30 in the morning, you know, the what do you call them? The big brokers will just snap it all up and then sell it down to $2. You know.
You better stay up all night and watch that.
Right, I'm gonna get up. Oh, I'll be up at 4. I'll be up at 4.
Stay up. It's on Weeble?
Yeah, it's on Weeble.
Yes, on Weeble. Yeah.
You can trade at 3 a.m. You can trade at 3 a.m. Well, 3 a.m. my time on Weeble, which is 5 a.m. Eastern.
Yep.
I thought it was 4 Eastern. 5 Eastern.
3 a.m. is 5 a.m.
No, it's 4.
I believe it's I believe it's 4 Eastern. Yeah, it's 4 Eastern because
it's 1 a.m. in California.
Yeah.
But I can start at 3.
Oh. Yeah, your mountain.
Oh, maybe I can start at 2. Is that what you're telling me? I can start at 2.
Well, your mountain.
Yeah,
that's 3 hours.
Yeah. You should be able to start at 2, because I can start at 3.
Change my game, Oliver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Can I ask a question? Has anybody found that their sleep habits changed since you started trading?
Yes, and my
No.
yep.
100%.
Uh-huh.
I try to sleep.
It's like
more.
I sleep for like 4 or 5 hours and then I take a nap during the day.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't nap.
I get up earlier.
I'm in California, so that's part of it.
I got to be in
I
that
was
VIP
working nights.
meeting, so I got to get up earlier.
I was working nights, and so I'd be up all night. Or if I didn't work, I was just hanging out or going to my friend's house. So I was always up all night. So I've been trying to change it around, and I can't do it. So
What?
I sleep in on accident.
Burning
I
the
did the same
candle
thing.
on both ends.
I still work for myself, so I still have contracts and stuff I have to do during the day. So I try and manipulate them around for as much as I can on Saturday or 3 in the afternoon. Or I try and do a run and come back or whatever. But
I work for myself. That's why I sleep in.
because I look like this,
I'm not very harsh with myself.
if I'm out on a contract and I make a couple $100, I probably lost a couple $100 because I wasn't trading it unless it stopped out on me.
Exactly.
I mean, unless it
Yep.
halted on me. That was supposed to be a funny joke.
All right, guys. If I'm joining in, then I've got good news.
Wait, we got somebody new? Who is this? Who is this?
This
Okay,
is
yes.
You slept in a Holiday Inn hotel?
It's
Say what?
Chris. He said he
I
had
stayed
some
in
good
Holiday
news
Inn.
to give us.
What's the news?
I'm in the middle of watching Janelle Monáe. So, yeah, this
We're all
is
getting $1
a
million.
crazy video, Ted.
But it sounds a lot like Prince, doesn't it?
It really, really does. It really does. Go ahead. Give us this good news, Chris. What's up?
Okay, so on top of today being the first day for my second youngest first day of preschool, who had a great day from the sounds of it.
Nice.
Listen,
Awesome.
so yesterday this is no reflection of Coach, no reflection of him at all. I was just having a bad day in general, but I took a loss yesterday. And it was rough, but I figured, okay, I'm going to get back in today, trying to, make sure I'm following Coach's rules, doing everything he pounded in. And I waited. I said, okay, I'm going to wait a little bit today before I get in, which I wish I hadn't. But I have this thing where I'm like, I'm usually pretty good, but sometimes, like yesterday, I expected what happened today to happen yesterday, and it didn't happen. And so it just kind of bit me a bit. But it happened today, and I was like, I'm not missing the boat. So I regained by the end. I didn't sell out. I was on SPY, trading SPY and Meta, and I got in not at the very top, but about 8:40 a.m. I did not get out until about 10 minutes before 2:30 Central, and I not only regained all of my losses, but I doubled my total account.
Holy
That's
shit,
what's up.
that's awesome.
That's what's up.
Wow. He gets the bell. Good job, dude.
Oh,
Way to go.
I had such a freaking incredible day. I can't believe it. Like this is the first time that I have actually been with the money that I put in this account from trading before I even got with Coach. This is the first time that I've been really green and really above the money that I put into it, and I am so ecstatic right now.
We are proud of you and happy for you, my man.
Awesome.
Good
Good
job.
for
I'm
you.
telling you.
Well, don't put
I'm
it in the
telling you.
Everybody,
pre-market.
good vibes, everybody. We'll bring it every day.
Don't put it in
Good vibes
ICCT
going.
in the pre-market.
You never know what'll
And
happen.
listen. On that note, run it, Don. Run the ADT commercial because I'm telling you,
There's only one place.
we be doing
there was
unbelievable stuff.
Yeah.
We do
There
unbelievable stuff
only
in
there
here.
one place.
Yeah.
Run the
You know what?
commercial,
I'll
Don.
tell
Let
you
it,
what.
let it roll, Don.
Let's do it. Let's do the Funhouse one because we haven't done that in a while. Shout out to the Funhouse.
I'm telling you,
Love you guys.
I'm telling you, it's the reason why when Coach go live, tell the story about AET people. Oh, that's cap. There ain't no way. He lying. He lying. That's because it's unbelievable the things that ADT do. I'm telling you, it's
That's
hard
right.
to believe it.
Right.
It's hard to believe. He even said it himself. Chris is like, shit,
I put a little
he couldn't
30-second
believe it
video
himself.
in the membership lounge today saying we're not a fluke.
You know what's
It was
interesting?
active in there this
Look,
morning.
it's like I've got a friend, right, that I'm trying to get into trading and into.
Is it the doc?
You know,
This a doctor dude?
yeah, the doctor dude. I'm
The
really trying to get
chiropractor?
him in the group and everything, right? And you know, he doesn't believe me when I'm telling stuff like, look at this
I'm
shit that I'm
telling
doing.
you.
So,
Oh my
so
God.
today I kind of muted the Zoom and I'm showing him like, look, dude, I'm not lying. This is what I'm doing. And now he's kind of like
Unbelievable.
taking his interest a bit, you know?
What's it?
People don't
You know what's
believe it.
funny?
Does
You know what?
anybody find it very ironic that a chiropractor is skeptical of trading and everybody's skeptical about a chiropractor?
That's funny.
Well, it's like what are chiropractors skeptical about? Well, now you know.
There you know.
There you go. Yeah, I tell you what, I owe it all though to Coach today. He was on fire, and he gave such clear and this indicators that we've got. Woo! They did not tell you once to get out, and even if you got scared, you know, if you could hold on to it and just kind of, you know, listen to the candles and Coach, I could hear Coach in the back of my head saying, "Get your hand off that mouse."
Well, you know, it's funny. I only been here a couple months, and I've not once heard somebody come on. I've not heard one story where somebody started out saying, "I followed the rules. I was conservative. I traded. I learned. I know how to get out of I know how to set a stop, and I still lost money." They all come in and like, "Hey, I got this $15,000 trade going on. How do I set a stop?"
Yes.
You're too late.
Yes.
You should have done that. Oh,
You know what's really funny is if you ever see like the Wall Street Bets folks, they are exactly what's wrong with some of these sites. They are placing bets. You know, it's like YOLO, and they'll say, okay, I'm gonna make a bet the SPY is gonna be at such and such by Friday. They have no way of knowing. And then they
Oh,
turn
you talking
around
about
and-
like the AMC?
yeah,
moon
those kinds
crowd.
of bets.
Yeah.
They are literally Wall Street bets.
Hey man, listen.
The great thing about
GameStop.
coaches,
Wall
it's
Street
much
loved
more
them.
controlled.
What they call themselves, Wall Street bets. The real Wall Street loved them because they ain't doing nothing but throwing money their way.
Exactly.
That's all they doing.
Exactly. And you see some of the stories. It's like some people lose $100,000. Oh my God.
I know.
I'd kill
Sooner or later,
myself.
that
I don't know.
adds up.
I wouldn't do that. I'd lose it.
Well, it's
you'd have
not
to put me in
about
the
me,
funny
but
farm.
Ralph said it before. You know, the reason I was messing around up top was because I was already up. So I was like, okay, well, I'm playing with the house's money. I'm gonna release some of my restrictions. I don't think I broke any rules. I just got caught in a knife drop. What do you do about
I
that?
don't
There
know.
you go. And it
You ain't
blew,
breaking
you
the
know, it
rules.
blows through stops. There ain't nothing you can do about that, you know. And then the halt from hell. So, you know.
You ain't lose 3%. So
Got our first cash app.
I don't know.
Rose,
I'll let you
thank
know tomorrow because I can't tell you until it clears.
right,
I don't
right.
know what I lost, but I promise
Yeah.
you, if I lose more than 3% tomorrow, if it's 3%, I'll put myself in timeout.
Put yourself in time.
Right.
Harold Rhodes, thank you for the cash app, brother. I appreciate you. First one of the day. Hopefully the first of quite a few. Thank you, guys. Support the stream. Hit the cash app.
Hey Don, where can I drop a few ICCT stocks on you?
$ capital J small
No, I was
N,
just gonna
capital
give you
J,
some of these
capital
crappy
V.
stocks.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. You
What's
can
that
keep
one?
those, brother.
What's that one stock that they made the shirt up about? Like whenever I first came into the group, they had a saying like, "You need some." No, it wasn't Mullen. It was before then. It was before Mullen. It was something else. I think it was like LQD or something like that. I don't know. It was a hot
There we go.
stock.
It's on the screen for you. Thank you, Harold. But what was it? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't
But I'm
remember.
excited
I think it
about
was LQ.
AXLA though.
I think people think that they come in and they're not listening and they're not reading and they're not learning. and they think day two. Somebody said hot stock, right click, buy 5,000 shares and sit back and watch it lose. I mean, I don't think they have any clue what they're getting into before they push that button. It's funny. It's not funny. I don't mean to use the word funny, but it's hard to watch.
Or they think they're gonna just take $1,000 and turn it into
funny,
$1 million overnight. You know.
Hey, do you guys remember how, like, on Happy Days, Mork and Mindy spun off of Happy Days? And you remember that the Jeffersons spun off of All in the Family?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think Christina's going to have a spin-off of the Aftermarket. Basically, Christina curses at traffic.
or she's cleaning out her garage.
Christina's
I'm
drive.
being so good. I'm being
Instead
so
of
good.
Christina
I got so
had a
much to
show,
do,
I
guys.
would watch it.
For real.
Don't bust my balls. I got so much to do.
Hey.
I'm doing something for somebody else. Like you do things, I do things for people. I do nice things, and then they expect it. So now I've got to go and pick up paperwork because this guy, he can't text it to me. God forbid, he doesn't know how to do it. So I got to get it because it's court stuff. I got to get in. I'm trying to save him from being evicted. And it just everybody expects something all the time. So I'm running around doing. So when I get a chance to do something for myself, I've got to do it. And it's usually when I'm doing something else. So I got to do everything at the same time. I just don't have time. I hate it,
You're being
I like
spread too
doing
thin.
things for other people. I like helping. I love helping people, but
you're being spread too thin.
No, I thought it was funny how you're reacting to some of the traffic.
I know I can't. I'm bad. So I hate traffic. I hate
road rage.
Road rage.
I don't have road rage.
I would just love to
used
just
have
film
road
her all day long and then edit the shit out of that and make a show out of it. That would be so
Get
fun.
out of my
I've had
way.
road rage before. I've gotten out of my car at a gas station for somebody. I got right out and ran at the girl. She thought she about shit herself. She did not expect me to do that. She got in her car and left. But I was young then. I was young. I used to drink. I was just
Hey, Christina,
I didn't care.
they tell you to put your mask on first and then assist the people next to you because you're no good if you can't breathe.
Exactly. Right. And I'm like burnt out.
No
I'm
good
so
to me at
burnt out.
all
My
if you're
mom
passed
goes,
out.
oh, shit,
Speaking of that is
Christina,
an
I gotta
awesome
stop till my
song by
13.
Amy Winehouse. I just taught myself "I'm No Good" on the bass by Amy Winehouse. That's a good song. That whole album, Back to Black, is amazing.
TJ, that's my parenting philosophy. I say that all the time.
I said no.
Put the mask on yourself before you
that
take
whole
care of your
album
kids.
is cool.
Well, I just know I'm no good lately because I'm trying to do too much, and then I got my mom. Oh, this, that, and I just forgot. That just reminded me. I still gotta go somewhere for her. I'm just trying to get home and get my shit done, and I just can't. Somebody else is gonna call me and say, "Can you stop it?" And I hate saying no. So I just say,
That's because you got a big heart. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't let people take advantage of
Christina,
it.
will you do me a big favor and take 2 hours for yourself, please, please, please?
I would love to. I would love to, but it just won't happen.
No, I was asking you for a favor, so you have to do it, right?
That's why I stay up all night. A lot of times, there's not enough hours in the day. There's too much traffic on this road. I gotta
She didn't get it.
You think I can climb right over the sidewalk?
She moves too fast,
come on.
TJ. I'm telling you, she moves too fast.
I gotta get over. I gotta get out of this road right now because there's too much.
Her mind moves too fast. She's like all over the place there.
Huh?
Your mind moves a mile a minute.
It does. It goes way too fast. I can't keep up. It's ADHD. It's all going on in there. Now I'm down some side road. I don't even know where I am. I'm by a college. I had to get off that street for traffic. I'm cutting through by the college. Sorry, honey. Oh shit, that's a parking lot.
Hey, how many people with ADHD does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Just one. It just takes me. I do it 5 times.
I was gonna say just one.
And I'll forget that I did it, and I'll keep going to do it again and again and again.
I'll remember. I will never forget.
I can't believe I ended up at the fucking parking lot at fucking DU. Are you kidding me? You had your fucking blinker on.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
No, you're good.
Oh my God. See, people, they put their blinker on and then they go.
Are you recording this, Don?
Oh no.
No, but you know
recorded.
what?
I thought it was recorded every day.
Because
it's not.
There's a video in the making.
Yes, it is.
I always said my life,
dude, I want to find that one, Ralph, where you were cussing out cops about doing too much and loaded in here.
Oh my God.
That was funny as hell.
Listening to
Doing too
Christina
much,
talk,
bro.
it sounds like
Where is he today?
it sounds like what's
Where
going
is
on
Pop?
in her head when she's doing a trade. I'm sure.
Oh, you don't
Yes.
even know what's happening in my head all the time. There's so much going. It's not good being in there sometimes. It's not a good place. Way too much happening.
At least you're thinking of everything.
Everything and then some. Do you guys have? Does everybody have? I think everybody has it. This constant narrator of your whole day, your whole life. Oh, I forgot I gotta get gas. You guys did not remind me. Oh. Fucking hey, I'm gonna run out of gas. I'm going through the neighborhood. Shit. Anyway,
I don't know, but
it's a constant narrator, constant
Christy,
talking
you
all
make my
day long.
mind sound calm and smooth.
Everybody's is calm. I'm telling you what, this is like, you know what? It's been going on for 7 years since when I had cancer, and then I left and I went home to take care of my dad, and I had to stay there for 4 months, and he died. And then I came home, and my fiance had a 29-year-old girlfriend. I lost my house. I lost my fiance. I lost my friends, and I had my mom with me. And so it's been 7 years of I'm just going, it's like I lost everything at once. And so since then I've been just going and going and going. I don't stop. So yeah.
Well, you got us, so we want you to slow down so you'll stay with us.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the first group of people that I've
Don't
had
let yourself get stressed because you don't want to get sick again.
And
so
Christina,
you know what I mean. Stress.
I won't get
bring
sick
that on.
again.
Christina,
I'm not getting sick again.
I do have one thing to say.
What?
You need to stop and get some gas.
Thank you. I know. And you know what? I got my cigarettes at home too. Forgot my cigarettes, so now I got to get those too. Those are so expensive.
I mean, because we don't need her running out of gas on camera.
Really?
Well,
Don, you kind of do.
Hey,
wait.
if the cops pull you
You're
over,
not right,
if the cops pull you over, you know we're gonna run our mouths.
What? Oh, I'm gonna run my mouth. Whoa!
If the cops pull over and be like, "Listen, dude, you need to join ADT."
Don as a content creator is suggesting that you skip the next gas station.
You guys, I totally forgot I was going somewhere. I forgot I started heading out of the way.
You gotta go get the papers. What are you doing?
You said you were going home.
Pick up the paperwork.
Aren't you supposed to pick up some paper?
Yeah.
Yes, the paperwork from this guy. I gotta go pick up his paperwork, his court papers. I totally forgot I was heading that way, and then there was traffic, and I got out of it. Now I don't know where the fuck I am.
Coach needs a roadie.
I'm in Denver somewhere.
Coach needs a roadie. Christina needs a personal assistant.
I do. I don't know where I am. Oh, it's pretty though. I'm about like you. Oh, I almost got hit by a bicycle, and he wasn't stopping. He wasn't stopping. I had the right of way.
How do you hit someone on a bike and then it's their fault?
Well, he was gonna hit me. He was coming right at me. He didn't slow down. That's how I lost my last Jeep. My Jeep got totaled because some lady came over a hill at like 100 miles an hour and hit me. I just came off the stop sign. My Jeep got totaled.
Wow.
So yeah, and nobody would look into it. I'm like, are you guys freaking kidding me? I asked everybody around for cameras, no cameras. So I lost that was my brand new Jeep, but I got this one. I like it better. This one's more like a Jeep, I can run things over. I go climb over curbs if I do. It's like, whoa. Okay.
What the hell was that? What was that?
Who'd you hit?
What did you hit?
Next thing we know, Christina's on Fox, News.
For real.
For hitting some person and driving off.
That was not a speed bump.
I would never drive off.
She was on. It's our fault.
Christina is an e-ticket.
Christina, 2 kids. You just killed them.
What? That wasn't a person. That was a dip in the road.
Does anybody remember Disney?
Good thing I have a Jeep and big tires.
Christina's an e-ticket.
I would have killed my car. Huh?
Christina, you're an e-ticket.
We're issuing a ticket. Ding ding. Oh, come on. I don't know where I am. I'm gonna run out of gas.
At Disney, the best rides were the e-tickets, the ones that were most fun.
You guys should get in my car for it's a good time. I'm telling you. I get everybody everywhere.
You guys remember Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
I remember that name, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, that was
one
of the rides at Disneyland.
That wasn't the cat on Saturday Night Live that drove, right?
Toonsis.
That was the cat.
Toonsis, the cat that could drive a car.
Yep.
Christina, you should just go live on TikTok every time you drive. I'm telling you.
I would would get arrested. Cops be coming after me.
You know what you should do is you should do like, remember that taxi show where they did trivia questions? You can be like one of those drivers.
Yeah, I remember that. What happened to that show?
I'll be asking way too personal questions because I get into it. I want to know things.
What was it? Confessions of a Taxi Driver or something?
I was an Uber driver.
Oh my God, you should be an Uber driver.
I haven't been doing it because I don't want to get murdered. So
You should be an Uber driver and just go live.
You should do Uber Eats.
I've done that, and those people get murdered too.
And you pull up and you pick up your guest. You give them a free ride, but you can say you're our next guest, and then you interview them.
Yeah, you're my next guest. Now I carry a gun when I'm driving Uber, and I got grabbed by a guy one night. I started carrying a big old like a cattle prod taser and a gun after that because he grabbed me and I told him to get out, and I said get the fuck out, and he got out, but then he came into the passenger side. He leaned in. He said, "You shouldn't be out here driving all night. You're too hot. Something is going to happen to you." And I said, "I'm not worried. I have a weapon. I didn't have shit that night."
Okay. Oh my God. So check this out. I gotta jump in here only because I have a very similar story. I did a stint in Baltimore where I was kind of in between jobs. So I tried driving a cab for a while, which I made some.
Wait, you went to jail, Don?
No. I'm talking about. I drove a cab, right? So check this out.
When you with the prison?
Damn you, Ralph! Shut the fuck up. Okay, so
go ahead. When somebody say they did a stint, bro, you know?
I'm driving this cab, and all of a sudden, I pick up this kid, right? Mm-hmm. And I go to drop him off. I turn on my light, and I notice that instead of paying me right away, he starts looking around, like outside, like he either wanted to rob me to see if anybody was looking or he was going to jet out of the cab, right? Mm-hmm. And I looked at him. He didn't know that I was looking at him. Mm-hmm. So I straight faked him out. I was staring at him like, don't even fucking try it. Whatever you're thinking about doing. And I started reaching under my arm like I had something. I didn't have shit. And all of a sudden, he looks at me like, okay, I don't want to fuck with this bitch. Gives me the money and gets out.
He runs. That's right.
I looked at him like, try it. And I didn't have shit. Talk about poker face.
Yeah, exactly. You're just going to be confident with it. I was like, I'm not worried.
I really don't want to shoot you today, but I will if you don't get out of my face.
I will. I carried a weapon from then on. I always have a weapon, always now. Like,
yeah, don't you have open carry in Colorado? Are you allowed to carry guns in Colorado?
Yeah, it's Colorado.
I had a concealed carry license until the court took it away from me because I got this weed charge that's bogus. It was weed from when it was 3 pounds, but it was from when I had.
That is not a limit of weed.
That sounds like a party.
Well, but I never smoked it or anything. It was just in my
apartment. She was like confiscated it.
Somebody grew it. And then last year, a guy died at my house, and so the cops were in there, and then there was my weed, and so they were charging me all year. But I got out of that because
you had a death around drugs. Well, Colorado
No. My drugs were in my closet. But no, he died. He was sick. And he died when I came home. He was dead in my room, and so that happened. But the cops came and
what was he sick of?
Huh?
What was his disease?
He had heart disease. He was on the transplant list. He had congestive heart failure.
Wow.
He had already had like 4 heart attacks, and he was only 49 years old. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Right. He came to visit, and he knew he was going to die, and I think that's why he stayed at my house because he didn't want it to be around because he didn't want to be around anybody else, and I guess he thought I could handle it because I don't know why.
So what did the cops say about the 3 pounds? I know they could smell it.
No, because it was so old. It was like 7 years old. When I had cancer. They even said that. That's why they were just busting my balls all year long because they wanted somebody to take into court. Well, I went in there and I said, I'm here on special appearance representing the person you're charging. No, that's not me. No, I don't understand. I pulled all that stuff. No, I don't understand. And they set a new court date and I didn't show up. And then I got a thing in the mail saying, my trial dates was all set up. I mean, I went to court a bunch of times with the lawyer and then I fired him. And I did in one day what took him all year to do. But then I didn't show up at court, and then I got a witness list, and they were calling the cops as witnesses. And then the next week, I got a thing saying, "Oh, we sealed it. It was dropped and sealed," because they knew what I was pulling. They don't want people to know about it because you don't have to. You shouldn't be charged. Like there's a lot of things. Court, the judge isn't really a judge. Like it's not.
Plus
maritime law. I'm not a corporation. I'm a human being. So I'm common law, and they're trying to run on maritime law. Court system is a fraud, and so that's what I did in court, and I got out of it. They just sealed it.
Good
I
for
didn't ask
you.
them anything. I didn't sue for court, and they just sealed it.
Good for you.
Maritime law.
So that's what made me know it's all true.
Was this on a boat?
That's what I was thinking.
No.
Maritime is like
We're on a boat.
Maritime law is for corporations. It's for
Right.
corporation. One corporation can deal with the other. They can't deal with a person. I've read all these books about it, and I read about it, common law stuff, and they're not dealing in common law, so they can't legally do anything to you.
Maritime law.
Legally, there's a lot of stuff that I know. There's a lot of things that I know.
Oh, we know.
Maritime law covers property before states cover property, before the federal government
I'm not
covers
property.
property. No.
I'm a
I mean,
person.
but stuff like
Oh,
like a box
yeah.
of, like if they find if you find gold in your yard, you have to use maritime law to claim it. You can't claim
I
it.
don't have to use any law. I can take it in my house.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying
kidding.
technically.
Right. But yeah,
I was answering Ted's question, not yours, Christine.
Did you used to be a cop, TJ? TJ, were you a cop? Is that what I remember?
No, ma'am. A soldier.
Oh, you weren't? Why did I think you were? I don't know why.
TJ Hooker, I don't know. He's a cop.
No, maybe.
Thank you, Farrah. Thank you, Farrah.
Anyway, I know a lot of things about law now.
Is this the thing where people say that they're like sovereign citizens?
Yeah, well, that's what the thing. That's what the judge said to me. She goes, "Oh," she said, why don't you understand?" I said, "Because I do not stand under." And she said, "Oh, so you're a sovereign citizen?" And I told her, "There's no such thing, but we're all sovereign," which is true.
Okay,
and then
so
she knew I knew
what
my
does
shit.
that mean?
So,
Yeah, no,
Sovereign
Ted.
it means
No,
that
sovereign
that's what Biden's
citizens are
trying
just
to take
people
away
who
by
don't
sovereignty.
agree with the.
Yeah, they're
They
kind of
don't agree with the
anti-government.
system, so they've.
We run on common law.
Yeah.
We run on the law of the land, God's law, the original laws, and all the other
Okay,
shit has
got
been
it.
made up. It's all corporation for money.
So I'm going to take a page out of the book, The Wedding Date. TJ, how do you know so much about so much?
I don't know nothing compared to Ted.
Hey, I think TJ and I are in the same kind of world that we became technical, and then once you're technical, you start to just analyze everything.
It spills over into everything.
Let me put it this way.
Both TJ and Ted, they like they security.
I'll tell a one-time only story. I was 17. My parents got I was 16. My parents got divorced. It took till 17. I had to decide to tell the judge who I wanted to live with. My mom was unstable, and I had to go to the court and file head of household so that I could get food stamps for myself. And I decided, you know what, I'm out of here. I lived in Pensacola, Florida, so I was going to join the Navy. I took the ASVAB and got high school to flight school. So I went to the Navy and said, I want to fly jets. And they said, no problem, sign here. And then they said, well, sorry, you're too tall. So you have to be less than 6 foot tall to fly a jet in the Navy, or at least you used to have to be. They said, but the Army next door will let you fly helicopters. I was like, sign me up. So they took me next door. I signed up. I joined the Army to be a pilot. I did not become a pilot because my left eye went 20/25 by the time I got to flight school, so I couldn't fly. But I was a gunner, and I learned how to fly in the Army. So I'm 19 years old. I went to I joined the Army at 17 and a half. I had to get a waiver to join. And then I ended up in Panama, Guatemala, Afghanistan. And then I lived in Europe for quite a while. And I got out of the Army in Europe and stayed there. So I stayed overseas for like 20 years.
Wow, you stayed.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
what part of Germany you was in? I was
Stuttgart.
in Cape Town. I
know
Stuttgart,
Kaiserslautern,
right. Yeah, that's how I was at.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So
I love Germany.
And yeah, so that's my story, you know. So I worked for the
Wow,
DOD.
nice to meet you.
I worked for the
That's a good
DOD
story.
after 8 years in the Army, which was dumb. I should have got out at 20 because then I could have got that pension. But
So wait, all right. So you was working for the military in Germany.
yeah, no, I was a soldier
right.
first. When I got out, I got a job working for the DOD in Germany. Yeah, so I still have an ID card and everything.
Hey, that's a cool job right there.
Farrah,
For
did
real.
you hear me?
What?
Thank you, Farrah. That's the second cash app of the day. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Hey, listen, I found it. I found the video. Let me play that. Let me play that for you guys. This is too funny.
God. I did not.
You got it.
I did not.
This is too funny.
I love all of y'all. God bless everyone. I am so man, American Dream Trading has changed my life. Period. I'm lost for words. Thank you. All I can say is thank you.
Yes, thank God. Okay. All right.
Cox, you gotta chill with that, Cox. You do it too much, brother. You don't have to thank everybody multiple times.
Thank you.
That's how the show ended that night. Oh my God, that was too funny. I watched that like 20 times.
I remember that.
Christina's
He was
making a
on
salad.
and on. Where is he today? Where's
I think he's probably
I think
working.
he started. Yeah, he started
that's
working
right.
somewhere.
He got a job. I forgot about that.
Cox do be thinking, he be thanking people too much. I be like, come on, bro. We trying to get
Come
to the
on
zone,
now.
and you're gonna spend like 15 minutes
Gino.
telling Bruno what he already knows. You told him this every day. Oh my God.
But
Gino.
you miss him when he's not there.
Guys, I haven't heard Bruno talk at all. Is he in here? Bruno, you in here?
Bruno gets in here and chills, man. He's like Linda.
I got some stuff I gotta take care of out here.
Listen, Linda.
So I'm doing some stuff around the house. It's kind of embarrassing, so I don't want to share. But yeah, I just gotta clear out my.
Bruno, that does make it.
Are you cleaning your drawers there, Bruno? Is that what
You got something embarrassing every week.
Gotta-
Last week you were throwing up.
You got to scrub all these stains out of there for making so much money.
Nah.
So Bruno, how did you bring up the whole engagement thing? You haven't officially asked her yet, but you had to at least let her know that was on your mind.
No, I mean, so we just hit 2 years on. Well, she calls it the anniversary. I call it the first day we started talking. So we hit 2 years. She's not getting any younger. I'm not getting any younger. But at the same time, it's more for her. But she's, yeah, she was dropping like bombs at me like January, February. She's like, we're gonna start trying to have kids and this and that, and I'm like, geez, Louise. So, but she can't start having kids if she doesn't have a ring on her finger. So she's kind of like in a public's eye, so she can't be getting pregnant without a ring on her finger. So,
right.
So yeah,
the whole like Beyonce thing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, you got to put a ring on it. Yeah, and so she was through the whole decision process because she wanted to design her forever ring, and I told her, I said, well, typically the guy should just get it and you should just deal with it. But she wasn't having that. She's like, why are you going to get me something I don't like? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right.
That's so romantic. The guy should just get it and she should just deal with it.
Yeah, I mean.
Are you dating somebody famous?
Who, me?
Yeah, you said she's in the public eye.
No, she's
not that you have to tell who she is. But...
No. Can you kidding me? Somebody famous dating me? Huh?
Bruno, was she in Ocean's 11? I might know her.
No.
Oh, see, there he is with Ocean's 11. I'm gonna go look at that movie and listen to everybody's voice because that's another Easter egg you just dropped. There's got to be some truth to it.
Hey, Tucker Carlson keeps texting me.
And Ted has a distinctive voice.
He does, and I've heard it before. I don't know where, but I have heard his voice on something.
I've never heard that about my voice.
I put the real.
Really? Wow.
I think you sound like Coach.
You and Mark both.
Night, David.
Mark's got a distinctive voice, and somebody pointed out that he sounds like
David's
Howard
in
Stern,
here?
which is pretty perfect.
Yeah, no, he just said good night.
David
Lanes.
He'll be
why
back.
didn't you come up, dude?
He'll be back. He'll be back. He's gonna go.
Well, I'm gonna actually have to end it in a little bit because I gotta go on at 8:00. So, and I haven't.
Oh yeah,
watched,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I haven't watched one of the shows, so I gotta finish watching it. So, I'm probably gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, and I think Christina's going to start her show of serving papers to somebody.
You don't know. I'm trying to put papers up. I'm yelling. There he is. I'm yelling, Gino. I need the papers. I gotta go.
He's like dog the bounty hunter.
Hurry up. You're coming out.
Christina the bounty hunter.
Are you already saying about me? Sorry, I'm
Christina McComber.
She's not even listening. She's not even listening to you.
No.
She is in something,
I
right?
got Gino to answer me. I was yelling, Gino.
Who the hell's Gino?
Gino. It's the guy, the dude that
Who's Gino?
Huh?
Why are you talking like we know Gino?
I don't know.
This is
It's
the
just
guy
yelling.
she's picking up
The
papers
person she
from.
got
Weren't
the
you paying
papers from.
attention?
We don't
I'm
talk
picking
to
up
Oh,
papers.
I
I'm
missed
picking up
it.
All
I
right,
missed
guys.
it,
Have a good
TJ. I'm
night.
sorry.
I'm gonna
Have a
save
good
his
night.
house.
Chris,
All right,
thank you for
Chris.
coming through,
Hey,
sweetheart.
Chris,
I
good
appreciate
news.
you so much.
Great day today. That was great to hear.
Thank you,
Absolutely
guys.
fantastic.
Yeah, good job,
Nope.
buddy.
Don't let me be stupid again, okay? Don't let me lose money tomorrow.
Yeah, do yourself a favor and don't get cocky. Don't get no ego.
Yeah.
Just go in tomorrow and do it
Tomorrow's a
light
new
and
day.
And
gentle.
stay away from hot stock
Yes.
picks.
Yeah, and stay away from hot
Yes.
Hot
stocks.
stock picks. I feel like
Don't
Don't
when
do
I
the hot stock pick thing.
Tell all the
Hi.
moms we said, hey,
Wall Street bets.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm running
If
around.
you guys have not hit the subscribe
Hi,
button,
Gino.
hit the subscribe button and get J&J Videos subscribership up. We're at 1269. We're pushing for that 1,500 mark. Hit that subscribe button.
need a couple months.
Well, I can't ask them any of
If-
that. They approve for what I gotta.
If you did not donate to the stream,
Christine.
here is the Cash App once again. Feel free to send a donation and support the stream. Keep it going. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Christina is, of course,
Dawn, I was gonna say, Dawn,
engaged in some activity.
Dawn, you got a mute button?
Christina don't.
I'm here. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Christina, you do not.
Yeah, I know.
Gino don't want to be on live.
I'll call you later. Oh well, I'll try. I mean, okay,
Man, can
okay.
you
Sorry.
I,
imagine-
I can't tell which one is hers over
Can you
here.
imagine
I'm
sitting in a
sorry.
room with Christina
I heard
trading?
my name. What?
For
Christina,
real.
What?
focus.
I'm trying. I was
Focus.
with somebody.
You're
I
a
had
sovereign
to get-
citizen.
I had to get.
Oh, my
I'm a
Lord.
sovereign citizen, man. Don't tread
She
on
just
me.
got her sovereign citizen
Don't
paperwork.
tread on me.
Try to stop herself.
I
best
found
friend.
it.
She just set it and forget it.
So I got my paperwork. Now I can go home.
Christina's like,
No, you gotta get
I
gas.
unmuted her.
Christina,
Christina
get
made-
gas.
Christina's
Yeah,
like, I
remember
made,
to get
I made
gas.
$2,000. I made
What?
$2,000, but I don't know how I did it. I just made it.
I pushed
She
some
made
buttons
it.
and money came to
I
my
just
account.
pushed the button. That's it.
Yeah.
Shout out
And
to
that's-
Coach
and that's
Chad
not easy.
Christian over at American Dream Trading. We love you, Coach. We love you. We love you. We love you, brother. Don't ever think otherwise. Anybody else got anything they
Yes.
want to add?
Love you, Coach. That's all. Love you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for being
Christina,
here. We will do this again the same time tomorrow.
Huh?
Get
Get
gas.
gas, girl. Do not run out of
Yes.
gas, please,
Oh
Christina.
fuck yeah! Thank you. I forgot again.
You
Oh, my
running
God.
out of gas.
Oh my
would
God.
not be-
Gas
Oh
station
my
right
God.
here. I have run out in the gas station parking lot before.
Oh my God, this was too entertaining.
You're
All
gonna
right.
have
set
to
a
keep the
stop?
stream up until she puts the
I
gas.
told you.
Until
I
she
told
puts
you you
gas
should
in
come
her
hang
car.
out.
What? What?
Every day live at 5, baby. Every day live at 5.
Every
Guys,
day
I gotta
something
get out of
new.
here. I love
Every
you
day
all.
it's an adventure.
Peace.
And it is the aftermarket, not the aftermath. Don't let Coach line y'all up. I'm telling you, sitting over there copying a code. Oh, it's the aftermath. Don't let Coach line y'all up. You sitting over there chuckling and I come over there and pop your ass.
Oh my God.
Shit. I
You
gotta
guys
get my
have a
ass home.
fantastic night.
Nobody
If
knows where
anybody
I
wants
am.
to
I
talk
snuck
about
away.
reality TV, come back to the channel at 8 o'clock. I'm reviewing 90 Day Fiance if anybody watches any of
Oh,
that.
nice,
So
nice. 8 o'clock. That's
it's on at 8 o'clock.
That's 1
I'll
hour.
be back at 8 o'clock.
So
Yes,
give
I'll
me
be
1
back here
hour
live
of
at 8
time.
o'clock.
See? No time.
Yes.
No time for shit.
Come
What's
on, come
29
hang
for
out with
gas?
me
Are you
and talk
kidding me?
about some people.
I paid $4.29 for gas. Oh my God. And I'm smoking at the gas station.
Good God Almighty. Good night, girl.